Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Danielson. I'm in another tag video. I need to tell y'all something. Out of all the fragrance reviews I've ever done, which is, I think it's coming up on my second year, I've done a bunch of fragrance reviews. Some of these tag videos, like especially this one, is by far the most difficult out of all the fragrance reviews I've ever done, out of all the topics I've ever discussed, out of all the videos I've ever done on anything. These by far are the most difficult for me because this particular one is called 4 for Life. That means I have to pick 4 fragrances that I'm going to have to wear for the rest of my life. I mean, just 4, nothing else. And this could have been a lot more difficult because I have a lot of fragrances and I had to pick out 4 that I can only wear for the rest of my life. This could have easily taken me an eternity to try to figure out 4 for life. But I'll tell you what I did. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Ricky Owens for tagging me in this. He is a fragrance reviewer, one of my favorites. He has a YouTube channel called Civilized Redneck. Awesome guy, awesome fragrance reviewer. So shout out to him for tagging me. This could have easily taken me an eternity to try to figure out, but I'll tell you the way I did it. I was like, okay, I need to just go ahead and do this. So what I did was, I just looked at all my fragrances and I started picking. I asked myself a question. Would I mind wearing this fragrance for the rest of my life? And if I said yes, I would bring it out until I got 20. I had 20 sitting in front of me. I was like, okay, let's see if I can make it 10. So I did the same thing, but I asked myself some other questions when I was picking 10 out from the 20. I was like, all right, would I mind wearing this fragrance for the rest of my life? And if I said yes, that's a go. Also, the fragrances that I pick have to be very versatile. It has to be something that I could wear in any season or any occasion. So that was another question I had. Another question, or another thing that I wanted to do was the 4 fragrances that I pick out, they have to be fragrances that I would want to wear for the rest of my life, but they can't be like each other. They have to be completely different from the other 3. So that's another thing that I wanted to do when I picked these 4 out. So eventually I got down to 4, and let's go ahead and get on with this. I wanted a good woody fragrance because I've grown very fond of woody fragrances. But this woody fragrance would have to be pretty unique and pretty versatile. And I have a lot of woody fragrances, but I chose this one because I think it's very high quality and I think it just answers all the questions. It just fit the bill to all my questions I ask. Absolute for Men by Bentley. Beautiful, beautiful woody fragrance. Very versatile, very unique, very high quality. So this is one of the ones that I picked. And it is completely different from these other 3. Absolute for Men by Bentley. That's one of my picks. Another pick. Oh, all these fragrances, by the way, are something that nobody's going to assume that I'm going to pick. I could have easily picked something like Bleu de Chanel or something like that, but I wanted to pick something that's going to surprise a lot of people also, and I think all these are going to surprise everybody. Ultra Zest. I love the Mugler DNA. I love the patchouli, caramel, coffee type of DNA. But I chose this one because it has a little bit of a twist compared to some of the other Angel Men. This is a little bit lighter. It's not quite as thick, so it's more versatile. Plus, it has a really beautiful orange note in it, which makes it even more versatile. So it's more easily wearable in like hot weather. So this is another one that I would love to wear for the rest of my life. Ultra Zest by Mugler. Another one I picked, which is completely different from these other three. I guess I got this like maybe 7 months ago, and the first, my first wearing of this, I fell in love with it. I love soapy fragrances, and as far as I'm concerned, I think this is probably the most elegant, well-made, most elegant soapy fragrance ever created. Amber Pour Homme by Prada. I'm so in love with this fragrance. I really am. I could easily wear this for the rest of my life. This could actually be one of my like picks for like one fragrance for life, because I don't think I would ever get sick of wearing this. I really don't. So yeah, Amber Pour Homme by Prada. My fourth one is probably going to be the one that's going to surprise the most people. This fragrance is a very extremely versatile fragrance. It is an all-in-one fragrance, but it has a uniqueness to it. This is in the same category probably as like a Bleu de Chanel, Sauvage, Dylan Blue, but it's different from those. It has its own DNA. This has everything in it. This has bergamot, mandarin, cashmere, amber, Mediterranean fig, has rosemary, has clary sage. It's like such a beautiful fragrance. Nobody ever talks about it. Every once in a while, maybe like every 4 months, I'll see somebody post something about it in some of the fragrance Facebook groups. But nobody ever talks about this, and I think it's a real shame that nobody does, because it's in the same category as like, it's up there with Bleu de Chanel and Sauvage and Dylan Blue and all those. But it's its own, it has its own personality, and I think it's actually just as good as all those, except for a fraction of the cost. And nobody ever talks about this, and that makes me really sad. It's Cobalt by Perry Ellis. What a shame nobody talks about this. And it's a shame that I've had this for so long. And I bet you I've only wore this maybe like 15 times in the last year and a half. What a waste. What a shame. Now that I'm thinking about this and now that I have it out, I'm going to bring it forward in my collection. And I'm going to start wearing this a lot more than I have in the past. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Beautiful ginger. Really beautiful ginger and clary sage and fig, creamy sandalwood. Wow, what a great fragrance for like 25 bucks or something like this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make this my fragrance of the day today. I am. Now that I smelled this and started thinking about it. Yeah, this is going to be my fragrance of the evening. This makes me happy. This is one of the fragrances that when I do wear it, it makes me smile. It makes me happy. But anyway, thank you, Ricky Owens, for tagging me. That wasn't so bad. I just started thinking logically about it, about my picks, and just did it. But I want to tag 2 people. And the reason I'm tagging these 2 guys is because I think they're funny. I think they know a lot about fragrances. and I like their personalities a lot. I like their channel. I like to watch them. They have a lot of cool stuff to say. The first person I want to tag, he has a fragrance YouTube channel called East River G3. His name is Harry. I'm tagging you. And Mysterium Lugosi. I really like him too. He's a really cool guy. So Mysterium Lugosi, you are tagged also. I also want to do something else. As some of y'all know, I do giveaways, but I never announce giveaways. I just say at the end of one of my reviews, giveaway and winner. That simple. I don't announce giveaways. And the reason I'm choosing this particular subscriber and friend of mine is because quite a while back, it's been a long time, he just popped up on one of my reviews and made a comment a long time ago, and he's been supporting me ever since, probably close to a year now. And he's just a really cool guy. He's been supporting me all this time, and we've gotten to be, I think we've gotten to be really good friends, and he's just a really cool guy, supporter and friend of mine. His name is Veritas Vincent. You are the winner of this giveaway, and what I'm going to do is send me your address in Facebook, in Messenger. Send me your address, and I want you to pick one of these 4 fragrances that I just talked about, and I'm going to make up a 5 ml decant for you and send it to you. Now, Veritas lives, I think, in the United Kingdom, I think, so it's going to cost a little bit more than me sending it to anybody in the United States. But I want to do this. I really do. Even if it costs like 20, 30 bucks, I don't care. Big deal. He's a really good friend of mine. So Veritas, pick one of these fragrances that you want to try, and I want to make up a 5 ml decant for you and send it to you. So get with me on Messenger and Facebook. That's it for my 4 for 4, or 4 for life. I think I did good. I liked my picks. I don't regret my picks at all. That was actually sort of fun. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later, and I'll be back with something else. All right, later, y'all.